What's happening? What's happening? I'd like to welcome everybody to another episode of Financial Bars. It's your host Don Bucks. Y'all know what day it is. Financial Bars Sunday. And for all my new viewers, this is the platform where we talk about money, business, stock market, money moves, all that, right? Preferably for the black community, since we've been left behind in that regard for a long time. And like I said, for my new viewers, the stock market in particular has been creating wealth for over hundreds of years, right? And this is how the rich been getting richer and the poor been getting poorer, because we, like I said, been left out of the loop. We always been taught that going to work and working for somebody is the way to get ahead, but it's actually not. But why would they tell you that? You know what I'm saying? Because the workers are the people that fuel the economy, the workers and the consumers. So this is the platform where we talk about that, we break things down, and we shed light on this arena. You dig? And I'm wearing the mantle. I'm spearheading the movement. So tap in, tell a friend to tell a friend. But yeah, so the stock market's been creating wealth over hundreds of years, and I just think we need to start taking it more serious. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna learn everything in one day. Just start paying attention to what's around you instead of just spending money with these companies. You can start partaking in the profits of these companies. Actually, you can actually have ownership of these companies by buying shares. And that's one thing that I didn't know for a long time, but now you can say, now you can't say that nobody told you. You can have ownership, and which I believe we have a little bit of nowadays. I mean, we're starting to pick up the steam. We're starting to be owners with all this social injustice and everything that's going on now. People are starting to wake up, so to speak. But before I get into any stock market particulars, just to piggyback off to how stock market has been creating wealth, I was having this conversation with a friend of mine, and they was telling me how they had got laid off from their job. And this is not too long after I produced this platform or whatever, and I was having this conversation. So they were saying, yeah, this she had got laid off from her job for like a year, so she was jobless. And what kept her above ground was the fact that she had been investing. She was able to sustain her same lifestyle based off of income being produced from her dividends from her investments. So, I mean, if what just happened within the past couple months ain't tell you that you need more than a job, that you might want to start taking a look at this stock market thing, I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you, because that was a prime example right there of what I've been saying, what I'm gonna continue to say. I don't know for how long, but I'm gonna pump this into our community for as long as I can, as long as I feel I guess the need to anymore, because some people just gonna die broke. Some people just don't want to listen. You know what I mean? I wish I would have knew this stuff 20 years ago. I wish I had somebody like me shooting this shit at me 20 years ago. But the sooner the better. Now, I suggest you get started. But that's one reason why right there, what just happened. Like, I don't want to act like I'm some psychic or something, but I was screaming this before COVID. I'm screaming, get your dividend income up, get your investment life up before COVID. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a good reason to be self-sustained. Not because you plan on losing your job, but just so you can have some cushion in your life. And not only that, you can pass that on. You can pass that same comfortability on to your kids or whoever you plan on leaving it to. But that's my story, my opening story. And my disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a fiduciary, money manager, none of that. But I am self-educated. um, in the money markets, and I've been pretty successful. Put me in a position where as though I don't have to work um, a regular 9 to 5. I work when I want to work, um, and that's the comfortability that I want to put a lot of my people in if they so choose. But moving on, what happened this week in the markets, man? It's been a lot of mergers and acquisitions going on because because of COVID, a lot of companies have been shut down. Um, like the airlines is burning through like 20-30 million a day because they are flying at about 25% capacity. So these airlines are losing money. So in order for them to stay in business, so to speak, they are merging together. That's coming down the pike. You're gonna have less airlines coming soon within the next year or two, maybe, um, because I mean that's the best way to save money and to stay in business. So those are mergers and acquisitions. There's a lot been going on. A lot of those been going on. Speaking of TikTok, now TikTok, it's this whole China America thing going on right now, but TikTok just got bought by Walmart and Oracle. Oracle and Walmart just partnered up and mergers and acquisitions. So they done acquired TikTok. All right, so that's coming down the pike. So if y'all, it's any Walmart or Oracle investors out there, this might be a catalyst for this week coming up. So y'all might want to look into that, Walmart and Oracle. But like I said, everything, if y'all been paying attention, everything is moving towards digital. Everybody been working from home, shopping from home, uh, using their credit cards, using PayPal, Square, like everything's being touchless. So if you can see the writing on the wall, it's like we're transitioning out of paper money. We're using paper money less. So you might want to start taking a look into these digital payments companies like Visa, PayPal, Square, like all these ways to take payment without using money with because everybody's buying stuff online. You also might want to take a look at these shipping companies, FedEx, UPS. Uh, like I said, if people are buying stuff online, they have to get it delivered. They have to get it delivered. So who's going to deliver it? FedEx and UPS, right? Hey, peace, bro. What's happening? What's happening? Welcome, 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 welcome to the session. Um, but yeah, so this is what's going on. I mean, these are the catalysts that's moving forward. Like this COVID has sped up a whole lot of business activity that was coming, but now it's here. So mergers and acquisitions, um, uh, digital payments. Start paying attention to digital payments, shipping, FedEx, UPS, like I said. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Somebody asked me why I even care. Like I don't really like. This the thing, right? A lot of people might have this platform messed up. Like I care about my people knowing about this information, but I don't care more than you care. If you don't care, I don't care. So just let that be known because me and mine, we cool. We got this information. I just feel as though I'm just compelled to pay it forward and leave my mark in the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically it. Like I ain't selling nothing yet, because there's gonna come a time when I'm gonna have to sell some of my information because some people don't take things serious unless they pay for it. And history and stats show that. Um, Let me see here. We have a question. It says, I care. That's why I show up every week. And I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Self-made 448. I appreciate you, but, you know, some people, a lot of people have to pay for stuff in order for them to appreciate it. So, I mean, while I'm giving out this information via live YouTube, take advantage of it. I mean, if you simply watch my podcast, man, if you don't level up off the podcast alone, the course ain't gonna help you, because I give away a lot of information on my podcast. And if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. And YouTube people, if you feel like following on Instagram, you can do so as well. Rapping Dough, rapping underscore Dough. You can tap in there, get some game. But yeah, so the stock market's been creating wealth for hundreds of years, right? So I went through everything that's going on as far as shipping and where the economy is going. But just to piggyback off the stock market creating wealth, over the past, I think it was since April or March, since March 18th. There we go. Since March 18th, billionaires' wealth has increased 19% during the pandemic. 19%. So there's, just for some stats, there's 2,000 billionaires, right? It's 2,000 billionaires, and their worth equals $8 trillion. 2,000 billionaires, their money combined is $8 trillion, right? Their worth went up 19%, which is equivalent to $500 billion since March 18th. Trust and believe, a lot of that came from the stock market. When I was telling people to buy when the stocks dropped, when I was telling people to buy, this is a buying opportunity. These people knew this already. These billionaires know this. This is the information I'm giving you. Like, I'm not a billionaire yet, but I'm giving you billionaire information, right? They took advantage of the stocks dropping, dumped mad bread in these discounted dope companies, and since March 18th, their wealth went up $500 billion, man. We can at least get a percentage of that. Take advantage and spend our little thousands of dollars and get a percentage of that, right? I mean, I don't know how many signs we need, And there was a conversation running around that the United Nations food chief put out. He calls for billionaires to help 30 million people that are at risk of dying from starvation via the World Food Program. So I don't know how y'all feel about that. I don't know how people feel about that. Billionaires, yeah, I believe that if billionaires was to do more, it would be less poverty. I believe that. But to call them out, like yeah, we know y'all billionaires, but we need y'all help feeding these 30 million people. That'd be a dope gesture. What y'all think? Billionaires need to do their part. I do. 'Cause if I was a billionaire, because if you do, it's a write-off anyway. Like, a lot of people don't understand is these large corporations, when they give away money and when they give away food and they sponsor these programs, like, yeah, on one hand it's a good gesture, but on the other hand it's a tax write-off at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, moving on. It could work, right? Yeah, like I said, 2,000 billionaires. They worth $8 trillion. $8 trillion? Like, that's just crazy money. Like, and this is type of money that the words and jargon they be throwing around, these commentators. They talk about hundreds of billions of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars like it ain't nothing. And it's so amazing to us because we never heard those numbers like that thrown around so loosely, right? But this is what's going on. I'm pulling the veil back. We coming in, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna move on to the I'm gonna move on to I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the term of the week. Because they don't value money. Who don't value money? Oh, a man said because they don't value money. Who? They treat it as a tool. Now you're talking. Money is definitely a tool. Money is definitely a tool. A person on here said money is a tool, and that's one thing I be saying a lot. Money is a tool, and that's one reason why we shouldn't be hoarding it and holding on to it and putting it in a bank account. Money is a tool to acquire assets that produce wealth. Because the money, if y'all have been paying attention, the value of the dollar bill has been dwindling. That's why we have inflation. All right? If the value of the dollar goes down, that means it's going to take more of that dollar to buy a product. And inflation goes up every year. Right? So if you're not using your money to make more money, it's just going to be becoming less and less valuable as the years go on if you put it in a bank account. This is why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, because the rich don't hoard money. They put money to work. They send their money out to bring back more money. You just don't hold on money just for the sake of holding on to money. Like, yes, you want to have an emergency fund, but anything outside of that, you want to have that working. You want to have that making more money. Like, there's no reason why your money should be sitting not making no more money. Like, if that makes sense? Like, if that makes sense, let me know. But I'm going to move on to the term of the week. Now, term of the week kind of goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. The term of the week is IPO. Now, IPO is called is a short term. The acronym for initial public offering. Now, the whole purpose for the stock market is for companies that were private to go public. Initial public offering. So basically, once a company IPOs or goes onto the market, basically what they're doing is putting a portion of their company up for ownership. So once you buy shares, they're putting their company on the stock market and offering shares of their company, a percentage of their company. So once you buy shares of their company, now you become part owner of the business. Because when they want to go public, what they're doing is raising money. The company is raising money. Why are they raising money? Is because they want their business to expand. They want to make their business better. So instead of going to the bank for a loan, they put their business up for public ownership. So every time you buy a share, you're funding the company. You're putting money into the company. So they're using that money to grow versus going to a bank for a loan. So it's just better. It works out better to go public. To go public in order to raise money to expand your company. Therefore, the company makes money and it grows. You as an investor, you profit from the company growing. It's a win-win situation. So that's the term of the week, initial public offering. And just for stats, it's crazy. Just a fun fact. I just learned this the other day, that you would think that being that Visa was in business for so long, like Visa is like a household name. Visa just now went public only 12 years ago. They went public 12 years ago. So that's interesting. I just found that to be interesting. I thought they was public for way longer than that. But Visa just went public 12 years ago. So they was pretty seasoned company before they went public. Um, what else? What else? Um, I think that's it. Yeah, initial public offering, y'all. Um, Company goes public. They offer their shares to the public for investors like you, me, uh, the 401k managers that buy stocks for companies for their employees' retirement. So they're building up they're taking in funds from investments to make the company better, which is good for them and is good for you as part owner. So initial public offering. All right. So any questions? Any more questions on IG? I'm gonna stay on here for a little bit. What we got? What we got? Yeah. So stock market, man. This is what we doing. And while I wait for these questions, um, keep in mind if you found some value out of this, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps out with the algorithm. It helps spread this message out to more and more people like yourself. Also, I have an ebook coming out that's going to pretty much break down the mindset of an investor, such as myself. When we're talking about things that I use, ideals that I use to give me the mindset and position myself to start investing, and also have a options trading course that's coming down the pike as well, because there's so many different ways to play the stock market. Options trading is also one of them. I think they got a question here. Let me finish this thought before I forget. So the options course is coming as well. So like I said, there's so many different ways to play the stock market. You got long-term investing, and you have the more shorter-term investments strategies. And I suggest you use both. Don't be a one-trick pony. I use the fast and heavy profits from my options trading to fuel my long-term investments, because I'm trying to build up that at least $1 million nest egg, like they say we need for retirement. They say we need at least $1 million to retire and live comfortably, and I'm trying to surpass that. But I'm fueling that by using my options trading. So I have all the tricks and ideologies that I use to speed up my portfolio, that's coming in that course. So stay tuned for that. So here go a question here. Do you suggest someone buy stocks during IPO? No. Why? Because I don't suggest buying a stock during its IPO, because usually that only benefits the institutional investors who bought millions and millions of shares of it for the price before IPOs, because it says it's going to IPO at one price, but as soon as the commentators and everybody start talking about it, now there's going to be traction. People are going to start looking to buy that. So once it IPOs, you're not going to be able to get it at that IPO price. You're going to have to get it at a way higher price, which is setting you up for the pullback. Because recently these IPOs, like for instance, Snowflake is a company that IPO'd this week, and they're part of the whole digital renaissance that's going on now. They're pretty much they mastered how to, I guess, bring together data and how to sort it and make it more they're in a data space, put it like that, right? So they IPO'd at 120, but I believe it was it 120? Yeah, they IPO'd at 120, but by the time you was able to really get some, it was probably already at 150, right? It did shoot up to 254 by the end of the day, but the odds of individual investor, a retail investor such as ourselves, in order to get those IPOs at that price is slim. You know what I'm saying? It may work sometime, it may not work sometime. So it's risky. I'm gonna just say that it's risky. So the early investors in that company, I'm waiting to see when Instacart is making an IPO. Yeah, Instacart gonna be deep. They got a lot of subscribers already for Instacart. That's where stuff is moving, man. You're gonna start going in stores and ain't gonna be nobody in there but the stock boy. Stocking the shelves. That's all it's gonna be in these places. Moving forward, it's coming. That's why I keep telling y'all. Keep telling y'all. Don't put all your eggs in that job basket. Start investing your money. I'm telling you, in assets, not just the stocks, but that's the easiest way. That's a start. But definitely, real estate and other assets, intellectual property. Write an ebook. Shoot, everybody good at something. You can write. Anybody can write an ebook. Everybody knows something about something. So write an ebook, and that's intellectual property. You can sell that forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's an asset as well. Any more questions? This has been dope. That was a dope question. Just think, yo. Since March 18th, Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, his net worth went up 36 billion since March. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, yo. Since March. Imagine if your bankroll went up 36 billion since March. What's that? Yeah, that's 6-7 months. Your bankroll went up 36 billion. You know what I mean? That's the type of conversation I'm trying to have. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, his bankroll went up 30 billion. Elon Musk, his only went up a mere 14 billion. That's all. That's all. And trust and believe, it was from stocks. Trust and believe. You know what I mean, that's just a little taste of what's going on, man. So just keep in mind, y'all, September up until the election is historically a volatile time in the stock market. So got to be selective, got to be diligent, disciplined, and there's always a bull market somewhere. You just got to be selective. Got to be selective. Keep typing in a rapping dough, and I'll lead y'all in the right direction. So if there's no more questions, I'm going to wrap it up. And then till next week, like I said, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. Feel free to share this. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. It's Financial Boss, your boy Don Bucks. I'm out of here. See y'all next week.